What's good, y'all? It's Black History Month, and so I want to give y'all a few of my favorite artists who just so happen to be black. These particular artists have influenced my work, inspired me to keep going, and so let's get into it. First up, we got Estéban Whiteside. This is my dude. Even though we've never met in person, we've talked on the phone a couple times, DM each other a lot, talk about collabing and stuff like that. But his work is just incredible. It's very folk, almost childlike, which I love, man. Children's drawings are some of my favorite. And just that style is very hard for someone like me where I'm very particular about like getting something correct, And he's just like, whatever. Yeah, it's like I'm jealous. If y'all know my style, anytime I try to do a more folkish or like childlike section of a painting, I oftentimes think about Estéban's work. And not only that, but I don't think his work really speaks, it shouts. And that's all I gotta say. It's check him out if you haven't already. All right, up next we got Malik Roberts, probably the artist who's influenced me the most. I found his work back in like 2015, around the time I started to do digital collage. He was sort of painting like a digital collage looking work at that time. I mean, he still kind of does, but that work back then really influenced me to start to paint those digital collages. And man, just the way he executes, these collage-esque works is just, it's always been so dope. Watching him progress over the years has been incredible. His use of line is particularly incredible. Dope, man. Your favorite artist's favorite artist. And so if I'm your favorite artist, there you go. Up next, we got Jahlil Nzinga. I found his work in like 2020. He influenced me to pick up an airbrush. I don't even know how to describe his style, to be honest with you. He's just got his own thing, and that's very rare. That's the most inspiring thing to me. I mean, all these artists I'm naming, you can walk into a gallery or whatever and see their work and say, oh, that's so-and-so, but Jahlil's just pops off the wall, man. It's sick. And he was in a group called The Pack back in the early 2000s. If you never heard of them, look them up. Lil B, you probably heard of him. They had a song called Vans.
Got my Vans on, but they look like sneakers. Got my Vans on, but they look like sneakers.
And I used to skateboard back then. I was like 13 or whatever. Man, I would bump that shit all the time. But fast forward to 2020-ish, and I find this guy on Instagram. Eventually find out he's in The Pack, and I'm like, what the hell? And it's crazy, to make that connection there. Because back then I wasn't really a painter. I was just a young kid skateboarding. I was a skate rat. I don't think he was necessarily a painter back then. So it's cool to see that I'm a painter now. He's also a painter, and it's just dope. But his work is unmatched. If you don't know him, go check him out. Up next, we got Terron Cooper Sorrells. This dude, he's dope as hell. I had the pleasure of working with him in like early 22, I think. He was preparing to show at Chicago Expo up there, working on this very large piece. It was crunch time, needed some help, and I got to help him like paint a little bit of a piece of his, and got to know him a little bit over a few days. It was sick, man. He's a cool ass dude. We bonded over some music and stuff, but the realism in his work, the storytelling mainly, it's like we're going back in time almost with the storytelling. It's crazy. And the way he paints, he's a phenomenal painter. So please go look at his work. You won't be let down, I promise. Last but not least, we got Delish McKinney. I had the pleasure of meeting Delish and her daughter in 2021. I had a solo show in Chicago. I did these comic book covers, and her daughter really loved the Travis Scott Green Lantern that I did. Super cute. But her work is like nobody else's, man. She's got these cool little characters she does with like these white eyes. Very children's book-esque. Could totally see her having a children's book. Very successful children's book. But not only that, I mean, her work, she sends messages too, I mean, don't get it twisted. She used to do these like paintings, drawings and stuff when I first met her. Now she's moved on to these more, it's like wool. I don't know, a stippling or something. I don't know what you call it, but it's fire. So to see her progress from what she was doing then to now, it's like definitely in the right direction, definitely got her own thing, and I love to see it. Great work, great work. So make sure you check her out for sure. And I don't think it would be right for me to just name 5 artists, so here are some honorable mentions. Nathaniel Mary Quinn, Romare Bearden, RIP, Basquiat, RIP, Titus Kaphar, Kerry James Marshall, Genesis Tremaine, Kehinde Wiley, Theaster Gates, Deborah Roberts, Kara Walker, Carl E. Moore, Mickalene Thomas, Robert Moore, Brandon Deener, Nina Chanel, Terence Byas, aka Dredske, Landon Khiry, Lynthia Edwards, Lex Marie, Albasir Holly, Adolphus Washington, aka Negrophonic, Langston Allston, Alim Smith, aka YesterdayNite, Giovanni Dixon, aka Just, Terry Crews, yes, that Terry Crews, ASAP Ferg, and Kid Cudi. And I know there's a lot I probably forgot to mention. These are just, the ones I could think of off the top of the dome. And I know there's a lot more that I don't know about yet. So if you didn't hear somebody's name mentioned in this video, please tag them in the comments. I would love to see their work. I'm sure a lot of other people would love to see their work as well. And yeah, that's it for today. So see y'all tomorrow.